Rocky Lee is our parks director. Justin Beasley, your communications director. Glenda Troutman, your newly named deputy parks director. She's on the graphic. She'll somehow, we'll make her make an appearance.
She's my talent agent now.
She is.
Yeah.
Congratulations to her.
Hey,
That's a lot. I've told her 10 times.
It's a busy city down here, baby. What Melinda said,
Okay. We're live. We're back.
Good deal.
I don't think we said we talked to the public like we always would, even just me and you.
We do, baby.
We really did like that intro. So check this out. Share it with people. We got Ask Rocky. We have Ask Rocky questions. We have Hamilton Denson questions. We have. Did you know about the new rec center?
I've heard about it. I heard it's just sprouting up out there. Yeah.
You love you some sprouts.
Right? I love you some sprouts.
We have Employee of the Month at 3 o'clock. It's a very important one. And we have a lot of questions to get to, so we're going to get right to it. Marla Cochran to the city says, I have an Ask Rocky question. She's keeping it on brand here.
You got it.
Is there a plan to add some type of lighting to the Cedar Creek Greenway? That's a good question.
I don't know. No, seriously. Yes, Marla, we're looking into it. Now, we did it at Robson Park. If you've ever been down there, it would have to be solar because electrical costs would be astronomical. But yes, we are looking at some solar lighting just to mark the trails. It won't be any street lighting, but it will be some solar lighting out there. But yes, ma'am, we are.
Ava Splash Pad, one of my favorite videos we did last year because we literally brought our swim trunks.
We did. That was fun.
And I brought the wrong shirt. It had cotton.
You did, yeah.
So remind people, don't bring cotton shirts to
Ava swimwear, baby. Got to be swimwear.
But we're opening up May 28th.
We are.
To everybody in the world who wants to come.
No. No,
Just Wilson County.
just Wilson County. I don't know
Okay.
how Murfreesboro keeps showing up, but they do. And we're not going to turn them little children away. But we recommend, please, Wilson County. What's your question?
Question is, wish y'all would open at 8 or 9 on the weekends.
And I mean,
Was I
that would
supposed
be
to read
great.
that one?
Yeah.
It's on the internet.
But I mean, it's a question. We're going to answer all questions. Guys, it's hard for us. We don't open the doors there until 8. Then we got to get your water ready. We got to do a lot of stuff back there with chemicals and stuff, get the machines up and running. So there's no way we can open before 10. We would love to do it, but we just can't do it. Staffing, getting open and stuff, 10 o'clock as early as we can go. And we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays for our little buddies. So, but yeah, I understand, but there's no way we can do 8 or 9 in the morning.
Now moving on to Hamilton Denson Park, where
we're
are
at right
physically
now.
at. Let me read over these questions first. We have passed the HIC test,
Yeah.
and that allows, if you fall, to kind of
Yeah, the HIC test
shoulder it a little bit.
is a head injury criteria test that is mandated by the state, and we're going to do it anyway, whether it's mandated or not, because we want to make sure our little guys are safe. And man, we passed flying colors.
Sarah said on the post from April 10th, I agree with everyone requesting benches at the playground. My kids loved it, though.
Yeah, just hold your breath. Benches are coming. There's a few things that's hard to get in parks right now. Benches and picnic tables are one of them. Benches are ordered. We are going to have 3 6-foot benches here. Before you get turned around real good, we'll have them here.
Fantastic. Meg Warren will keep it rolling. Currently, there is no sunshade and the equipment is too hot to touch at 12:25. Are there any plans to provide shade over the equipment?
Oh, Meg Warren, my park inspector. I appreciate you, girl. Hey, yes. And look, budget restraints are what kept us from getting our shade structure here. What we're doing, though, and you're going to see, we're going to have a chance for sponsors. And it's a beautiful chance for sponsors, much like our Funbrellas over Charlie Daniels. It'll give a business, it could be a real estate company, a pediatrician, whatever, a chance to put their name on these shade structures throughout our parks. I mean, they're expensive. The one to do this is $15,000. So we're going to be trying to get sponsors to do it. If we can't find that, hey, we'll dig up the money somewhere. But yeah, shade structures are coming.
You mentioned I was at the beach. I had a cap that had a see-through, so I have like a line going through my head. So I don't need shade. I need the sun to kind of balance it out, if you don't mind. Sarah from earlier said, my kids love this new playground. My only concern is the latch on the gate is low enough for my 2-year-old and other little ones to open on their own and escape into the parking lot. Some benches and shade would be great for parents too. Thank you. So you want to, I guess, address maybe the latch.
Yeah, the latch. If you notice, the latch was installed high, but our little friends in wheelchairs and stuff, they have to be able to reach this latch to get in and out. So that's another thing mandated by the state. It's had to be accessible by everybody. So I'm sorry, it does have a latch on it, but our buddies in wheelchairs and disabled have to be able to open that too. That's the reason it's been lowered.
Learn something new every day. Did you know that when you became park instructor? I mean, you probably learned something new every day about state-mandated stuff.
I find out something I did wrong every day. So, yeah.
We get better every day. All right. Responses from the new rec center. Rocky, before we dive into the questions, if you're living under a rock and don't know about the new rec center, we have funded research and development to not exceed more than $11 million.
Right.
You, Commissioner Ray Justice with District 1, did a couple of videos last week, unanimously approved by the Board of Commissioners. This is a huge game-changing deal specifically to Mount Juliet. Tell them about it.
Oh, it's the biggest thing to hit Mount Juliet. I'm telling you, since we got it incorporated, in my opinion, it's the number one. It's the priority for everybody. We've sent surveys out since I've been here for 24 years. And the number one thing people want is a swimming pool. The other thing they want is another basketball court or gym, if you will. And this is going to address those issues. 4 basketball courts, 2 swimming pools, pickleball courts. And the main thing is, guys, stay tuned. We got an overhead walking track indoors, but stay tuned and pay attention. We're looking for input from the citizens.
Always looking for input on anything.
And I mean, look, okay, don't get crazy. I've started seeing stuff where you want a bowling rink in there or your skating rink in it. We can't do that in a rec center, but we are looking for different things that you may be interested in. So put your input in, guys. Be following and let us know what you're looking for.
That's why we're doing this video. We love
That's exactly, yeah. We want to be transparent.
Almost any and everything you say on Hit Mount Juliet, we have permission to bring up on this video.
We do. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to ask you
the good, the bad, the in-between.
Yeah.
All right, here's one of the questions from Christina. An indoor pool, please, for swim teams and decent soccer fields.
It's coming.
Nikki, roller skating rink, please.
See, there's one. We can't put a roller rink in a rec center, but I'll agree. I would love to have a roller rink, but I think that's more of a private entity than it is a city.
Alyssa, a spot outside for roller hockey would be awesome.
And we may, I mean,
Tell him, Alyssa.
we had one time at Charlie Daniels where we just marked it out at the parking lot, and maybe we can put something in the parking lot for roller hockey. If we get enough interest in that, you know us, we'll make it happen.
How about women's softball?
Women's softball.
Gloria Wilson says, how about women's softball?
I love it. I used to coach it, but I mean, we have nowhere for softball.
But we have softball fields.
No, we don't.
We don't?
No, we used to have softball. We used to have men and women's and rec center.
Oh.
I was at Mundy Park, but it got such a low interest. 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, softball was king, especially in Gladeville, Mount Juliet. But the interest went down. We had a complex that hosts 64 teams a year. We started sign-ups. It went down to where we couldn't get over 12 teams signed up that year. We turned it over to youth football. So the interest is down. I know there's a few out there, diehards, like Tony Whited, that'll play till he's 153, and Tim Leeper, but there's just very few. But there's travel spots out here where you can play it.
I imagine this is a very popular question from Aaron Conway. Aaron, thank you. Please have a gym with affordable child care to support all the families here.
Well, and I agree with that, but the one thing the BLC here won't do is compete with private entities and private businesses. And there's so many daycares around. If we was to do that, it would be hurting some of our private businesses around with daycares. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a daycare around there. Now, making them affordable, I don't know if there's such things as affordable daycare anymore. But I'm sorry, that will be one that we won't be able to address.
Becky Morgan, more tennis courts.
That's coming. That's in the plans, Becky. I mean, we need to hear from y'all. The tennis people need to step up. Pickleballers have overruled you guys. We need to hear from the tennis people. But yeah,
Not overruled, they're louder.
they're louder.
I
don't know.
In a good way, passionate.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty of tennis people out there.
Always the greasy wheel that gets the grease. Just remember that, okay?
Stacy Thrasher Marshall, area for little kids, indoor walking track.
Yeah, the indoor walking track is part of it right now. And I'm sure anytime we have anything in parks, we're going to find a spot. You look around right here, what's this for? Little kids, right?
Yep.
And we're always going to take care of our little guys. I promise you that.
Jennifer Appleton, woohoo, the pool will be awesome to have our swim teams.
Hey, the swim teams will get to use the pools. They'll be indoor. We'll be able to use them year round. So, and that's one of the major proponents behind this is our swim teams.
Kimberly Putman says, the only suggestion I have is to limit pool admittance to those who are residents of Mount Juliet. This will keep the aquatic center safer for our families in the long run.
It'll be much like our community center. It'll be all Wilson County only.
Jessica Waters Davenport, and I think you have been in communication a little bit.
Yeah.
Please make this in all facilities accessible so children and adults with disabilities can join in the fun. And this is more than just meeting the ADA requirements. As a mother of a disabled son who is also connected to local organizations that support disabled individuals, I'd love to collaborate.
Jessica, we are sending you my phone number. I need you to get in contact with me. We would love to put you on one of our committees on this rec center. We need people like you with your input and your vision. So thank you for reaching out.
It's time for Justin to have a water break. I'm going to come in at the end of the video. I have some personal questions to ask you.
Okay.
I'm going to put Melinda on the spot and have her ask the next ones.
Okay.
Do you approve?
Sounds good.
Come on in, Melinda.
You're tiring out.
I've got the seat warm for you.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you, buddy.
Where did we leave off?
Top of the page.
With Jessica, I think. How you doing, Melinda?
I'm good. How are
You
you?
doing all right? Doing good. I ain't seen you in a while.
It's hot out here. All right. We left off with Jessica. Where is she?
Here's your top eight. You started there.
All right. So we got Josh Baker. Mount Juliet has the worst outdoor youth outdoor sports facilities in all of Nashville. Was hoping this would baseball, softball, and football needs. I think we have plenty of pickleball courts.
Hey, Josh. I coached here for 20 something, almost 30 years with the baseball, football program. I know the facility is not the best in the world, but these are not city-run facilities. These are private facilities that are raised by, they're taken care of by volunteers. And it's kind of offensive to talk about them like that because they're some of the best areas that our kids, our baseball and softball they bring in about 1,500, 1,600 of our kids and teach them and bring them in off the streets and give them something to do recreational. And they just don't have the money to make these facilities state of the art, but they do have the hearts. They do have the ambition out there for your children. And, you know, I tell you, that kind of hurts me a little bit. You say that because I coach in these leagues and I know the heart of these volunteers and our football program. These guys in our baseball and softball too are winning championships left and right. So the facilities may not be the best in the world, but again, they're private. They're not city or ran, and the money they live on is what they raise on registration stuff. So, I mean, they're doing the best they can with what they got.
Okay, Jamie Jenkins says, an indoor or outdoor track would be amazing for the local youth tracks programs. Wilson County Schools does not allow usage of their tracks, so local youth track programs don't have a track unless they go to Nashville.
And I agree with that totally, but tracks are a different animal, you know. I don't know where you find a track stuff at a school, really. I haven't really seen a public track. Just, have you ever seen a public track somewhere or somebody go practice? But again, guys, and I know there's millions of needs out there. It's again on priority list, and it's a budget thing. So it's the most we try to do for the majority. But thank you for your question.
All right. We also have Marcus Lewis. We 100% need adult rec softball complex that can host tournaments. Speaking for someone who plays, it generates so much revenue for the towns to hold tournaments. What do you have?
And Marcus, this was true. 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, like I went over a while ago. Millennium Sportsplex, which was built for softball and adult softball, it had its time for 30, 40 years there. Back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000, I played myself. But being over it, the need was no longer there. I mean, the teams started dwindling. Like I said, we built a complex for 64 teams. And it went down to where the last year, like 2013, 2014, we weren't getting but 10 to 12 teams signing up. There's mostly little church league teams. So, and I know, like I said a while ago, there's guys out there still playing softball at a high level, but the need for softball stuff is not as big as it once was. And so we got our youth playing on these complexes. But thank you for the question.
Okay, so Heather says that she's so excited for the schools and the club's swim teams to have their own pool.
Well, I'd watch own. I mean, again, we're trying to be honest, and they're not going to have their own pools, but they will have a pool there to practice in and to compete in, an 8-lane pool.
I think that's
Yeah.
good.
I don't think it'll be just on their own. It's going to be public pools.
Now, 8 lanes is more than what Jimmy Floyd has.
Jimmy Floyd
That's
has
good.
6, and
Yeah.
we'll be at 8-lane.
Okay. Last, we have Kaylin says that childcare for us mamas so we can work out, and she wants to know about real squat racks.
Kaylin, I don't know what to tell you about the real squat rack. You'll have to go Planet Fitness somewhere for that. And childcare, again, our BLC is adamant about not competing with our local business, which I understand. We don't want to be taking money from them. So childcare, we won't be able to deliver.
That's it. That's all we got.
Thank you, Melinda.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate you coming out.
No problem.
Let Justin back in here. He's got something to say, I'm sure. He needs your mouse.
Yeah, I forgot to give that to her. All right, Rocky.
Yeah, bud.
Real quick, you had mentioned this. I mentioned it.
Yeah.
About your shoe attire.
Man.
Does that,
Wait a minute. Can I go into my rant? Can I go into my Rocky
I'm
rant?
setting you up to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Does this
Mount
mean-
Juliet High School. This is from a former Bear, former player. This is Mount Juliet. This is not Boston. This is not Upper New York. Our attire is cowboy boots. This is our attire, guys. This is what we wear. These are our Sunday shoes. So, guys, come on, Mount Juliet. Come on. Give my guys a break. Cowboy boots is what we wear here, okay? I don't care if it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what we graduate in. That's what we're born in, cowboy boots. So come on, Mount Juliet. Let's go, Bears. Bear pride. That's in cowboy boots, okay? Come on.
It's never too late.
Never too late. Hey, I'm still Bear till I die, baby. But sometimes, we get off track a little bit. I don't know where this come from, but come on. No cowboy boots, really? At graduation? I'd be thrown out of that one.
Any updates on the senior center? The Mount Juliet Senior Activity Center wants to know. Also, Taryn Tarter says we love Melinda.
Of course.
I love you too, Taryn.
You know, she got her one-man crowd back here. Hey, but yeah, the senior citizen, we're getting ready to meet with them and go over some stuff. But no, it's still as planned. We're looking to move into the old police building, but we're slowing it down. We're waiting until we get closer to the date, then we're going to meet with them. But we'll be meeting within next month or so about that.
You've seen the videos that me and Jennifer Hamlin have done. We get a lot of views on it, which makes Rocky like, I really want in that, blah, blah, blah. I just want to know, I got 2 questions for you. I'm really putting you on the spot here.
Talk to me.
Your top 5 lunch spots.
Top 5 lunch spots?
Yes.
Oh, man, it's Captain D's. There's Local Joe's, Houston's, Witt's Barbecue, and...
That's the 4 right there.
That's the
Chick-fil-A, 4. Kind of rotate.
Chick-fil-A. I can't forget. Yeah, that's it. That's my top 5.
That don't even count. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Explain to the people why you have trouble eating other people's food.
Man,
because you don't know what goes on.
I'm picky. Hey, look, I've been to people's house. I've ate their food before, and then I go into their home, and it looks like they need to shave their counter. It's got so much dog hair and cat hair on it, and then I almost go home and vomit. I mean, then I said, no more. If I don't know you,
Melinda don't know this about you, does
she? If I don't know you, please don't cook for me, because I'm going to take it and I'm going to throw it away.
Even if you know them.
Even if I know them, I can't hardly eat, guys.
What's the difference in the kitchens that you're not a part of in the back at Witt's and Chick-fil-A? I'm sure they're great kitchens, but I'm just saying you don't know what.
But if I pull up, I don't even look in the kitchen. Like if I pull up, I don't even watch them fix my food because I don't want to see it. Because if I do, I'll go throw it away. I've had that before where the guy, I did that originally at a restaurant, and the woman comes up to my money, goes, and then that was it. I chunked my food. That was like $12 down the drain because she said there was a sinus infection. So please, guys, but I'm picky. I'm picky when it comes to eating. I don't look like it, but I am.
Anything else, Rocky?
I'm
glad this is Ask Rocky and not Ask Justin or Melinda. We're ending on that note. We got Employee of the Month at 3 o'clock that we're going to run to. And I'm bringing Rocky and Melinda forward because these people are very deserving, and we'll make that.
No, they are. That's a good one.
Later today or later.
Finally,
this week.
You got one.
So, Rocky's reached his limit. We've been on for 22 minutes. This is about it. Thank y'all.
All right, we love you. Hey, send those questions in. We'll be back.